Welcome everybody to Monday stream. We're on Twitch. What's up? What is up with you guys? Alright. Animated emotes can be disabled in settings. Thanks for the tip. Okay, well, what do we got? Monday morning. Instructive Destruction. Always look for a chess stream with creative stream titles. Yes. Not just chess streamers, but anything. Okay, creativity. Acerbate. You just lost on time yesterday. What's going on there? What about your puppy situation? You gotta get those puppies under control, man. So you can focus on the important things. Being a professional chess player. World Senior Sicily 2023, October, November. We're up to 18.23%. Nice, guys. Thank you. Let's see that get to 20%. Instructive Destruction of Noobs. Alright, I've got a challenge, I believe. It takes about 5 minutes for it to seem to be picked up by the lichess. Lichess. Oh, it's Repunj Bonsal. And we're black. He's not here. Challenging, but not here. Oh, there he is. There he is. He was off his tab. Put it on my tab. Massive Monday. Not gonna play my crazy opening every game. That's just boring. Alright. Now what? Now what? I played d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, bishop c5 against you last time, and you seem to know what you were doing there, which was very surprising. Wow. This kind of reminds me of the Bodler. You know, you're just like, oops, I mouse slipped. I meant to play bishop c4. I'm not sure if it's so good against the Kopek system, but why not? I mean, the Kopek system is so good against this e6. Oh my god, dude. Why? Why? Ask why. Why? Why do you play this? Alright. Well, a6. You saw this in classical game. And I saw it and I liked it. Rip Danny Kopek. I don't know that Kopek played this against e6. Maybe he did. I mean, he normally played it against like d6, I think. Not as commonly against. It's mostly against d6, I think. Not knight c6 and e6, and that it's similar to the Bodler. Somehow it has more value in those situations with d6, because d5 would be another move, I guess. It's a Bodler mouse slip variation. Whatever, I'm so lazy. You know, just put the knight on the natural square. It's so easy. Chess is hard and then you die. Right, Asterbate? I have to say, it's hard to decide exactly what the best setup here is. I mean, White's position is non-threatening, but how to take advantage of said setup. Better than awe. Yeah, I have no plan. No refutation, no plan. Oh, C3. Stunning. What if we played D5? Took with the queen now. Guys, check out our Discord channel. Is that like a Twinkie? Eating Twinkies. Indian Twinkies. Rawr. I'm gonna get me some Twinkies, Masturbate. I could have played Bishop D6 there. So it's basically a weird, sorry about that, a weird C3 Sicilian with A4, A6, and Bishop C2. Type private notes here. It's a stupid feature. Chat. Man, I don't know what they're doing on our street, but it's like getting worse. Since 7 a.m. I can't even open the windows or the shades. I'm like trapped. So glad I moved to construction hell. Alright. We're streaming 2 hours this morning. Till 1:30. Be the first to donate a gift sub. And bits. Morales can donate some bits, but he's not here. Okay, A6 keeps you off of B5, but also weakens some squares. Mr. Coffee. Mr. Coffee here, bright and early. What's up, guys? How's the weather there? Good? Good, as Asterby would say. We got 30 degrees Celsius here. Luckily my apartment is cool, but outside is not. I have to go clean my old apartment, which is like a heat bomb after this. You finally had to put in my AC for the downstairs. Man, I mean, well, I live in the Delaware Valley. It's not the same as Harrisburg. I mean, you're in a different area, but generally the same latitude. I remember in the summer it would get pretty humid, man. But I guess it's something like Florida, like you're used to. We had it easy in Massachusetts when I moved up there. Budapest is definitely... I feel it's gotten hotter since I moved here 15 years ago. Man, what a transition from the Kopek Sicilian just naturally transitions to the C3 Sicilian. Gas. It'd be funny, like gas propelled air conditioning. Making my legs swell. That's not good. I get like heat, what did they call it? Like prickly heat. Fortunately, I'm not getting the legs swelling. But I will get like itchiness from the heat, which is unpleasant. Lately it's been alright. With air conditioning I'm mostly okay, but I'm getting old, man. I never used to get that shit. What the hell did I do? Alright. Repunch is back. Yeah, you gotta make sure that leg swelling stuff isn't serious. Gout. I'm getting there. Catching up to you. Gotta exercise. I would exercise if it wasn't freaking 31 degrees Celsius outside. Jim's like, Jim. Where's Jim? We haven't seen Jim in ages. Bob's like, go to the gym. Jim's like, go to the Bob. Gym culture. I really hate gyms. I'd rather just exercise on my own. How's the temperature in Las Vegas, Asterbait? I heard Arizona's gonna hit like 120. Just sack spawn. Of course. Count Chocula. Dude, there's a million heart conditions and stuff. Swelling is not good. But I mean, having swollen extremities is probably a symptom of like 200 different things. Am I lost yet? Are we there yet, Donkey? See, the good thing about Repunch is that he plays the most obvious move every time. Actually, he doesn't. He doesn't, to be fair. Some people do, though. Queen e4 was kind of a lemon. Queen e4 was definitely not White's best move. I mean, at the very minimum, he can play knight e4, take on f6, and then play queen e4. I think I'm probably okay though. I can do the Korchnoi. The Korchnoi walk. The king f8, king e7. Hopefully. It's nice at night. Do you have electric power in your shed? Or is it like a doghouse? Just did d5 anyway. Didn't even care. Well, the good news is, Mr. Coffee, you're not dead yet. One, two, three, four, five. Was my game... Was it sound? Was it sound? Ooh, h6 was double question mark. Jeez, I thought it was a good trap. I knew it was risky. Wow, h6 allows him to equalize. He missed f3. And how does that work? Because of course he would have seen this. Yeah. Well, at least we know he's not using an engine. Yeah, queen e4 was bad. You should have played knight e4. Queen f4 is nice though. That prevents queen e4. And I would be okay there. What's up with this opening, bro? Paravian. Specialist in bishop d3. Oh, Chichak plays that too. Wow. Wow, he was up to 25-60. Yeah, this is weird. A4 is like an auto reaction. This is probably not such a good move. Where's our challenges? Sparkle Horse is streaming. D5 is best. Guys, let's get our first gift sub. First bit donations of the week. Wants to take with the pawn. Did you had knight e4 in the previous position? Oh my god. Like when I played queen d6, I was seriously thinking maybe it's better to play queen d8. But check this out. Queen h5. That's funny, like normally this would be bad, but because your bishop's on c2 instead of like d3, it can't go to e2. There's nothing you can do to harass my queen. I mean, knight e2. Or queen a5. But the engine actually likes queen d8. Queen d8 was safer. Just getting in trouble with knight e4. Schumacher made it. Or if I did die, I at least transfer my consciousness to a parallel universe. We're also sub on the stream. You imploded. You imploded, but you didn't know it. It happened too fast. All right. Yeah. He'll never play along. He'll play d5. Wait, do you mean my name is Alexa? Alexa. Let's play this. For you, Bodice. It's not even Weird Wednesday, but I just enjoy playing the offbeat stuff. Wait, what do you mean, Alexa? So if I play e4, what are you telling me? Sensei. Oh, thanks for the sample yesterday. Sensei, yeah, good game yesterday. I was pretty worried about my position. I was lucky to win at the end. You're pretty crafty with the initiative there. But you kind of melted down when you needed to defend. I don't think you should have lost objectively. The game really should have been a draw somehow. I mean, it was more or less equal after your attack sort of fizzled. Maybe that's something to think about. I'm better at defense than attacking, probably. Alright. So, it's a Dutch in reverse. B-Jack subscribed to tier 1. Nice. We got a first sub. No gift subs, but it's still a sub as a sub. No imploding. Do these subs have video game controllers? Wow. I think that I grew up playing tournament chess, and I think that most players are more experienced and have gotten, more skill defensively. A lot of people on the internet are like, I don't know, they're like all fearless and shit. Maybe because games are more disposable. People play more recklessly than they did. There's always been like aggressive, reckless players, but it just seems like the proportion of aggression is almost off the charts. Wow. He's going for it here. I mean, I find like a lot of times. You played many rated games. Oh, you played rated OTB games as a junior. I I'm just making an observation that I think there's a, you know, what's the word again? Um, you're on the. I have autism. Autism. I have autism. I'm on the. There's a spectrum. Spectrum wasn't really the word I was looking for. There, a spectrum is okay, but there's more of like a scale of aggression, and Nikolai Krogius goes into this. I studied psychology, so it's interesting to me. But Krogius goes into this in his old Soviet era book on chess and psychology. He talks about how people have this like sort of chess personality disorders. We were talking about it yesterday. I think that a lot of players tend to have like obsession with direct attack. They might be winning, but they're like, they're incapable of like adjusting and just trying to win in a safe way. They just continue to play like really aggressively. Or maybe you can't make the transition from attacking to defending. It's also hard, it's hard when the game changes. You go from winning to losing, or from better to worse. CPD. Obsession with direct attack. ODA. You've been diagnosed with ODA. Well, yeah, someone suggested I write a book on chess personality disorders. Not a bestseller. Or should I say, not likely to be a bestseller. Some people have multiple personality disorder in chess. If you have like 5 accounts playing in my simul, you probably have some psychological issues. Just saying. That's alright though. No judging. There are signs like something's not right. If you see a guy walking around your neighborhood on a regular basis with a bulletproof vest on, it's probably time to maybe call the police. Apparently, this is what happened in Philadelphia last week. The guy's behavior was like more and more erratic, and nobody really contacted the authorities. Yeah, I mean that was bad. That was my worst like simul loss ever, maybe. Wow, he's got nothing here. Something. Something or nothing. Which is it? Don't remind me. That was embarrassing. I was even like goading him into it. I was like, oh man. Play queen takes pawn. Little did I know this had been played, like even on a high level. That's a weird variation. I can't imagine. D4. Schumacher is just gone completely over the edge. You know, this H5, H4 idea is a real weapon in some lines of the Dutch. But you're not supposed to have like your knight on. You're not supposed to have your knight on F6 if you're gonna do that, right? That gets in the way. So, if you want to do that, you have to do without knight F6. You know, knight C6. This knight is getting in the way of the queen. Then again, also, like, doing it with black isn't as effective as doing it with white. I told you guys I looked at that when I got the player who plays the Dutch last year in the World Senior. I was all, like, prepared to play these H4, H5 type of things. Heinrich Danielson. Speaking of the World Senior, yeah, it's just not sound. But you know, you should do this. You can just sacrifice the pawn and not have to necessarily the exchange. You draw my knight away from control of e5 and d4. So that's probably like the sensible thing to do. Just play e5 and play it like a pawn sacrifice, I guess. He went too far. Speaking of too aggressive, he just like, you misclicked e6. Oh, okay. That explains it. Okay, so you just like, yeah, I didn't even think about it. I was too busy talking about other stuff. You know what I was wondering though? You know, in the opening you should really go d4. Yeah, this looks pretty good actually. But Predrag Nikac, no relation to Nikolic. Knight c6. Interesting. Nikac. All right. Predrag Djokovic. You have a nice puzzle for my game yesterday. Oh, game yesterday. What was that? Game yesterday. Oh, you mean like you didn't play with me yesterday. You weren't in the simul. You have a real game. You weren't here for our simul. You're talking real games. Guys, gift a sub. Donate. Support the stream. World Senior Fund, 401. So we're up to 18.23%. Thank you, Astrobate, Mr. Coffee. Wait, Bijak just donated? No, you just resubbed. Goju, Mr. Slow yesterday donated. 12 viewers. I get more viewers on Kick. Without being a featured streamer on lichess. What's up with that, dude? It's morning. Morning. Good morning. This is the position. What is 2012? Is that like your rapid rating or something? Blitz? I don't even have a blitz rating. I might have a blitz rating in the United States. I don't have a FIDE blitz rating. It's funny. All that stuff is relatively new. Okay. Wow. G4. Knight f G4. Pawn takes pawn. Knight f3 check. Pawn takes. But what I don't get is, well, we have, how do we win? That's obviously at least a draw. You've sacrificed 2 pawns here. Knight EG4 definitely doesn't do anything. It has to be this move. Threatening knight f3 check. I mean, would white be able to play? Yeah, you're crushing him with takes on. Okay, so I see you're threatening f2 a bazillion times. So he could play knight e4, but then it's mate with knight f3, or he has to lose his queen. So he has to take. And I thought, logically, that this would be the idea, but I'm not so sure. Because we're like down 2 pieces after knight f3 check, and I don't see a rook lift. But maybe you got it just like something simple, like rook takes f3. Knight f3 check takes, queen g3 check, king h1, queen h3 check, king g1. Rook takes f3, threatening rook g3, and then if knight e4, rook takes e4, right? So I say it's this. Yeah. Takes, check, king here, check, king here. Rook takes f3. This is falling, too. Yeah. So he sacked his queen. Yeah, there's no defense. Knight e4 doesn't hold up. No defense. He has to sack his queen. This is pretty cool. So was there any better defense for white? After that, he's dead. Wow, he's just dead. And that's the only winning move. Otherwise, you're lost. Dude, that's amazing. This is like must win move. You either find it or you're down 2 pawns. Wow. Nice job for blitz. This doesn't work. Knight f3 check doesn't work. Nothing else works. It's only that move. Cool. Nice job. Thirsty. I'm thirsty. I'm gonna get a water. I'll be right back. Pirtz Ufimsev. Pirtz Ufimsev defense. Ufimsev. Bishop e2. Theoretical novelty. This could transpose to a classical Pirtz. Or he's trying to do something aggressive like g4. a6 is my new thing. I like it. I like it. This gives white independent possibilities of bishop f3, so I don't necessarily want to play b5 here. I also don't like knight c6 in this position. We can play like a normal Pirtz, I guess. Okay. Been there, done that. I don't know. Knight h5. What about stuff like b5 now? c5, b5. Didn't want to take the pawn. You got another challenge. Rated isn't good. No rated. 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5 casual. That big green blob at the bottom of the screen. Blobix. Killing my bishop. Put a lot of thought into that move. He put a lot of thought into that move. Clearly, someone plays too much bullet chess. You know, it's like Asterbate. You've actually got, wait, yeah, 16,000 rapid games. That's insane. But you're just playing like it's Blitz, like it's Bullet. Asterbate does the same thing. He has a million classical games where he's playing 2-minute chess. C5 is interesting. Guess you had the fridge just turned on? I didn't realize how loud that was till now. It was like ka-ching. Wow, dude. He's too strong to be 1757. Talked about this before. Something going on around here. Something very strange and inconsistent about white. Alright. What is going on, man? How could white possibly be this fast and be 1700? One, two, three, four, five. I'm barely winning if I'm winning at all here. And I have 2 minutes less than him. Well, I haven't had an ambulance in forever. Boy, that's really annoying. Holy shit. F4 out of nowhere. I'd like to check the engine after the game for that move. Alright, F6. Now white's rook is strangely trapped on H6. Man, we haven't It just keeps coming. It's like weird. It's like the Energizer Bunny. There's nothing weird about White's play at all, right? Nothing suspicious about his play at all. It's totally bizarre, dude. It's just not normal. People just don't play like this. It's impossible, dude. You're like on drugs or something. Why are you playing Bullet in my Rapid stream? I don't understand. So weird. White's play is just so weird. It's like you're alternating between computer moves and human moves. Just like alternating. I have no idea, dude. It's like playing a computer every other move or something like that. It's the weirdest thing, man. This guy. There's something up about him that's really not normal. I'll tell you that. There's ain't no way like anybody's 1757. I don't know if he's trolling me or what the deal is, but it's very, very strange. And he's totally different from what he used to be. I guess it's alternating between human and computer moves or something. I don't know how to explain it otherwise. No human being would play like that, dude. There's just no way. It's too weird and too random. But now he found this move. We're both free now. It's way too good for a 1700, man. There's something weird. And he used to play against me, and he was like normal. For a 1700, it's just totally bizarre, dude. A 1700 FIDE maybe, you know, but not 1700 on lichess. I guess he's some kind of crazy genius or something. I don't understand. It's just so weird, the moves he plays. It feels like, again, like you're alternating between computer and human moves or something. Anybody who could play this good would never be 1700 in Blitz, dude. You would have destroyed like 1900s on time already. I mean, maybe the whole thing was never better for White, but I was scared. I was really scared here. What the heck is going on? He's only slightly worse. I want to check the F4 move. Knight H4. I mean, that's got to be a human move. That's so bizarre. The F4 is second engine move, but not number one. Number three, maybe. Just keeps coming like the Energizer. Yeah, this is a blunder. F6 is actually a blunder. I don't know. I guess the style is just so weird. It's difficult to deal with. But if he is human, yeah, he's got the weirdest style, and he's so fast. You look at the game at the end, and yeah, okay, he made a lot of mistakes. He had 48 cent upon loss, but I mean, he played the whole game in 2 minutes. Remember, he was giving me like 7-2 time odds while playing 48 CPL, which isn't that bad, if you think about it. Nedog underscore. Damn, dude, you have some issues. Let it go, man. Just let it go. Just accept it. Accept your deficiencies. Learn to accept them. Be who you really are. Yeah, what about the washroom? What about, like, in the submarine? All right. Personal submarine. Nethog. Sporgasm. Spore shrooms. Tried the train bathroom. Oh man, dude, what am I even playing here? I hate this. I hate the symmetrical English. I hate this particular move order. Why did I play this? I don't know what got into me. I never play knight f6 against c4. I go eat by. Have another energy drink. Thinking of microdosing and playing blitz. Dude, I mean, I need to reach another state of consciousness to play well. I don't do drugs, though, really, other than alcohol. But I can understand that. Timothy Leary would agree with you. I was trying to remember Timothy Leary yesterday, and I just totally forgot, man. You want to do drugs. It's not that I want to do drugs. I need to reach another state of consciousness to play. I have this ability. I'm gonna have to time you out if you keep asking stupid questions. That's not the point. You're totally not understanding. So I have this ability to reach a really amazing level of play, but I have to reach like an altered state of consciousness in order to do it. Actually, I don't even feel motivated. Like I used to be motivated by like coffee and listening to music and stuff. But it's just, you can alter your state by using stuff like music, coffee. Music is a drug to some degree. But it seems like the more you get beat down by life, the harder it is to the more dosage you need to get to that inspired state of consciousness. I lost to Gregory Kaidanov with white in this position. That's a great memory. Don't play the Botanic English. No, it's alright. It's alright. It's nothing special. The symmetrical English isn't a really ideal like streaming opening. Alright, that's it. How long is our timeouts here? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? 10 minutes is good. I've got it set on kick for like 5 minutes, and it's just not enough. Just don't get enough satisfaction banning people for 5 minutes. It's not the same as my game with Kaidanov, it was this position. I have a terrible score against that guy. I'm 0-3. One of the only Grandmasters I played that's like, 3-0 or better. Usually I would like at least get a draw off of someone. But Kayana beat me 3 times. I beat myself. Actually, do you have opponents who you like always play badly against? He's one of those guys. For some reason, I always play badly against him. That's the move I played. Well, I think it's actually like, I'm talking about a game from like 2001 or something. Maybe 2000. But it was a long time ago. I think that d4 is theory. Then I have no idea what I'm doing, though, after that was the problem. I'm like, oh, d4 is great. You get it in d4. Oh, that white has a great position. This is no time to start thinking, Sporgasm. I don't remember what happened after that, though. I just overextend myself and lost. And I never played the buff in English really much. I don't have a very good score with the English, actually, even though I've played it a lot. It seems like I have a bad score with it. I've lost a lot of games with it lately, like in the last couple of years. Come to think of it, it seems like my score is pretty horrible. I just remember losing a lot of games. I think 92 is correct. Then I don't know. Knight e5. What would that do? You can play knight to b4 and just chill there. But not really for long. Nice to see you, Chimichanga. How do you feel about huevos rancheros? This fine morning. Does Taco Bell have breakfast items? Breakfast burrito? Now you're putting ideas in my head with the knight a5. That's an idea, definitely. I mean, for that matter, knight e5 is an idea as well, but I'm going to get jammed up with the f4, f5. Knight e5 happens in the Marazzi sometimes. Alright, I'll do it. Yeah, I told my son about that, Mr. Coffee, and he agreed with me that it was disgusting. Nachos should be like tangy, spicy. Not like sweet stuff. If you make me a moderator, I will randomly time out people. You know, that's a possibility. For a small fee, I could make you a moderator. Or sexual favors. Oh, this isn't the BBC. I'm sorry. Thought I was a presenter on the BBC for a second. No, wait. That was just a dream of mine. Mr. Coffee would be jealous. Ripunj Bansal is annoying, and we time him out as much as possible. I'm looking for... I time him out at the drop of a hat, man. I don't just randomly time out people. He's just the exception. I'm looking for reasons to not time him out, you know? He's like a teenager who asks stupid questions continuously. This knight a5, what was that? Was that like the engine move? This was actually pretty good. One idea that wasn't good, I thought, was knight b4, which looks like, oh, I'll put my knight on b4. Then white just plays knight to d5, though. I don't really like taking on d5. Knight e5 looks like it was probably like one of the best moves. But you look at it and you're saying, wow, the knight's on the side of the board. That's bad chess. Don't put the knights on the side of the board, right? It'd be useful from time to time to have another moderator in NetOG. I might have to take you up on that. Do you have any experience as like a Discord moderator or anything? Do you have experience as a Redditor? Do you have your own subreddit? Alt dot Reddit. You have your own. On e6, actually, interestingly, preventing white from knight d4. No, I mean, knight e6 is like the classic idea. That's what Kaidanov played against me. It's a standard idea in accelerated dragons and stuff. Knight e6 is theory. I mean, that much is theory, I'm sure about. Knight e2 is theory. But the problem is, after knight on dd2, I'm like, that's the end of my knowledge of this position. I don't even remember what happened against Kaidanov. I mean, I'm pretty sure I played knight on dd2. I can't imagine. I mean, I could have put my knight on b3 or c2. I don't think I would have exchanged it. I just remember like losing that game, and it was like so stupid. I always lost the stupidest games against that guy. 3 times. Like, he never really did anything. He never had to do anything. I just like beat myself every time by playing like a retard. Those are the best opponents. It'd be a useful feature to time someone out IRL. If only we were in like the metaverse, we could do that. We could like freeze people. Mark Zuckerberg is like working on it. Imagine it's like a real life Sims or something. You just like freeze people. Well, I mean, he's got the super bishop. The bishop's a good defender, but it doesn't have much offensive. value now. B3 is weak. The problem is, like, even if I win B3, it looks like a tough position to win. That's what I'm talking about. Knight on A5. The knight on A5 is optimally placed. Winning 5-on-4 in this kind of endgame, you know, you're in for a long night, man. Looks like queen c3 is decent. He has the e5 move. That can liquidate even another pawn. If he gets an e5, and I can't prevent it. My knight's hanging and I have to move it. So now he liquidates down to 4 against 3, which is very hard to win. I imagine this is like a theoretical draw. He didn't play it though. That's crazy. You have to play e5 there, and you see, this is what I was talking about, like, you know, irrational aggression. Some people, you know, they're playing blitz and they don't know any better, but I think you got to hold this position with white. Forget about trying to win, you know. You're just trying to not lose. When you play f4, I mean, you weakened all your pawns. It's not a problem yet, but it could be down the line. It's very possible like f4 is a losing move, even though it seems aggressive. You know, it's unnecessary, and it weakens white's position. His attacking chances are actually kind of limited. Yeah, I could blunder and lose the game. Very likely. Yeah, another player, it's like hard to freaking believe that white has a 1600. White is 1600 in blitz. I mean, it's a new account, but come on. You like pressuring me on the clock as a 1600 in blitz? This is not easy. That's hard to believe, bro. But I never trust people that just start challenging me randomly here. I never trust people. In general. Don't trust people. Trust animals. People kill more people than sharks. Alright. This guy is, come on. He's freaking good. 1800, dude. You could be like 2100 easy. It seems like that's the case with everyone. Everyone that I play is like massively underrated. What's up with that, dude? Sholby S just subscribed. We got 45 minutes left. Oh my god, my clock. So you're 1600 blitz based on 1,000 games, and you're like almost flagging me. And you've like managed to play it down, legit down to a drawn endgame, and you're telling me you're 1600 in blitz on lichess. That's crazy, dude. No freaking way. White is at least 2,000 blitz strength. That would be like a low end estimate. I guess a lot of people just like let their friends play on their accounts and stuff. It's like his roommate or something. He's 1,600 and his roommate is like 2,100. White is way better than that rating indicates. Especially, I mean, endgame skills. You've got endgame skills and you're rated 1,800 in rapid. This is... I have no idea if it's a winner or a draw. It's probably a draw. Bishop versus knight, it should be a draw. Bishop against knight, 4-on-3, on the same side pretty much. Bishop's way stronger than the knight. Bishop a8 is a bit of a weird move. A bit of a stretch. But yeah, he has to go somewhere. We're picking up momentum. That's a good move right there. That's what I have to do to like beat a 1,600 blitz player. Are you serious? He's like drawing until the final move. You were totally holding until the final move. What's the edge? Plus 1.3. That's a draw. 1,600, my butt. Is everybody like seriously? Everybody's like capable of playing like master level blitz, even if they're rated 1,600. It's unbelievable. I played an almost perfect game. I had 2 inaccuracies, and I shouldn't have won. All right, learning chess. Shelby, thanks for subscribing. Chess sharks. IMs aren't what they used to be. Yeah, I played really bad, man. 13 cent upon loss. 2 inaccuracies. Absolute shit. The endgame that makes the difference. Man, you should see tournaments where my students go. I have this student who's 2,000 over the board, and he's like getting destroyed by 1,800s. I don't know. I don't understand, man. I mean, it just seems like ratings are just totally random. What will it be in the future? What will ratings be like? The rating system as it stands now is like totally stupid. There's got to be a better way. The rating system needs to be like totally overhauled. Interesting. Bishop d2 followed by f3. Gosh, I don't know. It's the Queen's Gambit. I've faced Bishop d2, but I've never seen anyone follow up with f3. I get so flustered when they're on time. Well, I mean, I think everyone gets flustered when they're on time. That's normal to some degree. It's a question of how flustered. It's also a question of your level of concentration. Right. Well, that's what being flustered is like loss of concentration. But I mean, geez. You're almost 1,000 rating points lower and you're like drawing until the last move when you hung mate. That's still a pretty good game. There's a lot of cheating on chess.com. Don't say that word. Mr. Coffee, can you ban that word? That chess.com word? Can we ban that? Should have done that a long time ago. We don't say that here, Nedog. Yeah, that opening is very systematic. So you get a solid position. What's ICC? The International Criminal Court. It's the only one I know. But people cheat everywhere, to be fair. There's nowhere you're safe from cheating. That's only like one of the many reasons why I hate that. The site that shall not be named. But, alright. C5. What the hell else am I going to do here? You got to try to carve it. When they got the F3 going in the Queen's Gambit, I like to think about it this way. You want to carve that diagonal. You see it in the Queen's Gambit. Steinitz actually played like d4, d5, c4, e6, knight c3, knight f6, f3 or something. It's so bad though. I guess in the late 1800s, they didn't realize how bad it was. This is also weakening. I mean, he's got a lot of weak squares there. I don't know what he's doing with like b3. Well, basically, he's just like losing a pawn at best, right? He's on an 8-month streak. No, 6. Lionel trains. Philadelphia in the house. Boston is in the house. Actually, Cambridge. No, Alston. Oh, okay. Forgot. My pop love. Lionel Trains, really? He loved him? Yeah, I mean, mine too. We got him. I still got him in the... I got him, but I gotta unload my storage. You know, I got a lot of stuff, a lot of crap. I saved the trains. I didn't want to sell them. But I don't know how the hell... Oh, actually, Nedog, are you still here, man? Do you know anything about, like, transporting storage containers? Do you know anything about, like, you know, transporting like a, what would you call it? Not a storage container, but like a, what are they called? Like those big metal units. Like the big metal like things they ship stuff in. Those, what are those called again? The shit they put on cranes and like load onto the shipping containers. Yeah, that's it. Shipping containers. How much does it cost to like ship a shipping container overseas? Yeah. Do you know anything about that? Because you worked in moving. What kind of? I mean, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Like paying for shipping a shipping container? How much money are you talking for that? Is that like thousands and thousands of dollars, or is it? You no idea? Sure. I understand you're not involved in shipping containers personally. You had an awful experience. I just wondered if you happen to know, because I wouldn't even know where to go, you know. Can you move a truckload of stuff from Massachusetts to Pennsylvania? You can do that, right? Yeah, you can do that. Your mom. No, your mom. Don't talk about my mom's stuff. Don't talk about my mom's stuff like that. Barely even know you. I'm just getting destroyed by the storage unit, man. I'm getting destroyed. I'm gonna be broke if I don't do something about it. They're just wrecking me, dude. They're just forcing me to like bail on them. I have to get rid of it. Ship to Latvia. That's kind of random. I was thinking of shipping to Romania, and then getting it like getting over here by truck. We'll see. Whoa, I thought it was my turn. Yeah, of course. I didn't intend to leave it there that long. Obviously. They got you by the balls, yeah, man. But I mean, the thing about them is like, you know, they've got a good customer who's allowed the rent to go up, and they just keep pushing the envelope and pushing the envelope and pushing the envelope till they lose it. It's like you're fishing, man, and you're fishing and you're reeling it in and you're pulling it and you're pulling harder and pulling harder, and you just pull harder till it finally the line snaps. You know, I mean, I think economically speaking, in my case, they've pulled so hard on the line, I'm snapping off. You know, now they're gonna have to find another fish. I'm sure it's all like figured out by algorithm or whatever. But I could definitely find a cheaper storage unit somewhere else. But I want to get it out. I want to get out. It was meant to be temporary. You know, it wasn't meant to be like 4 years. I have my shit in a storage unit. But that's what happens, man. I mean, you just like you didn't intend it. Latvia has seaports. Big fan of Latvia. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. If I ship something from the United States to Europe, for all I know, Latvia is the cheapest place to ship to. It's possible. It's an interesting question. I mean, I could ship stuff to like the Black Sea, but it'll probably get like sunk by a Russian destroyer. Do you use Wise or Revolut? No, I can't. I live in Hungary. Actually, Wise probably is here in Hungary, but I've never used them. Yeah, maybe they have those here. I haven't ever used them. I don't like do like financial apps on my phone for the most part, just in case the government is like spying on my phone. There was some news about Hungary and those sort of things. I don't know. I've never used those apps though, but I know people who do. Hungarian chess players who do. But what does that have to do with anything, Stanford Math? Guys, we got a half an hour left. Dude, I hope you don't have old photos or stuff. I do. Dude, I do. Dude, of course I do. What do you think? I have family stuff and like old old collectible trains and stuff. I've got a lot, like half the stuff can be dumped, but half of it can't, you know. No, exactly. I mean, I have a storage unit where like half the stuff can be dumped and half of it can't. That's what I would approximate. It's like family documents from 100 years ago and shit. I mean, it would be like horrible to throw it away. Exactly, Nedog. No, I gotta go back and I'd rather sort it out firsthand. But if I have to, I'll have you or somebody like just throw the shit in the truck and take it to a friend's. That's what we are talking about with Mr. Coffee, actually. I could store the stuff at his house for an arrangement. The tennis and gambit. Well, I'll talk to you later, Nedog, about business. It's like a 10 by 10 unit. But I think a lot of the stuff can be dumped. So I would say you're talking about a 5 by 5 unit, you know. It's really not even a truck full. But anyway, it's like important. It's been sitting in storage for 3 years. I mean, it's just crazy. Those storage units are just criminal, though. They need like rank control. Whoa, that's a piece. Why didn't I use the other rook? I didn't want to weaken my back rank. Your rent has increased. Every year they send you a happy email. Congratulations. Well, I might have to combine Mr. Coffee and Nedog options, you know. That's what friends are for. If the shipping container system doesn't work, man, talk to you later. NOG. Yeah, NOG is an old friend of mine from my previous life. From my first life. Alaskan Storage Wars. I bet they have good Storage Wars in Vegas. Did I just lose my knight? Oh no. I lost my knight. Wow, Mr. Coffee gifting a tier 1 sub to Nedog. That's awesome, man. Thank you. There's just no need, there's no need. I mean, pawning games are good. We're good here, I believe. We might as well play F5, I guess. Famous last words. I had this funny king and pawn game yesterday in my simul, where my opponent just had to like not move any of his pawns, and it was a draw. But the first thing he did was like fatally weaken his pawns. Equal pawn. King and pawn ending. Or if he just didn't move any pawns, it was a draw. I guess this e-pawn is effectively like a protected passer. Is a5 good enough? Well, maybe not. What about king c4? King c4 might have been your only chance there. You had to play king c4. Well, that's a question, Lionel Spoon. Depending on, your perspective. Buddha is like, there's a lot of hills, and it's like a little more peaceful, less urban, slightly less urban in parts, not all of it. Higher higher number of like kind of expensive villas and stuff like that. Whereas Pest is more action, more like downtown. But I've got like a lot of traffic. It's like living in, a crowded, more like a crowded city in Pest, whereas Buddha is more like peaceful. Two totally different styles. I mean, there's some parts that are similar, but Buddha is way more like chill and more like residential, But the castle and the big historic sites, there's a huge hill on the Buddha side, huge hills. So that side of the river is just like immediately going way up, and there's like Fisherman's Bastion and the castle, and Pest is just like flat. We had some tournaments in the Buddha Castle area, and I was like walking up these like steps every round before it was like doing a hike before my tournament games. Yeah, it's a totally different place. I lived in Buddha only for like 6 months or less, and I've lived mostly in Pest. Much more action here. The My Pillow guy. 100 pillows could be stored into a 25 pillow spot. The hell did you say? So I think like technically like, in a yuppie kind of snob way, like Buddha is nicer. But there's some very expensive parts of Pest as well. But Pest is like bigger and sprawling. more touristic. But I like it here. Sadly, I live on a low floor in my new apartment, and it's like really a lot of street noise. I didn't expect it would be this bad. You don't have the. What did you mean by that, Asterbate? 100 pillows could be stored in a 25 pillow spot. I don't understand. Like parking for pillows? Pillow parking. Mike Lindell. He's a good guy. Real genius. All right. Anyway. This is our last game for today. I gotta go. I gotta meet a realtor about my old apartment. Trying to sell my old apartment. And that's important. If I sell my old apartment, I can afford to like go back to the United States and get rid of my goddamn storage unit. Right, Mr. Coffee? Yeah, we can meet up. I could come. It would be fun to come in like November after the World Senior or something. Maybe for like Thanksgiving, I could come and resolve the storage unit. Just as a random idea, you know. Play the National Chess Congress. Just throwing this out there. If I had the money, because I got to sell my other apartment. Right now, the market isn't so good. It's not moving. My real estate situation is kind of complicated, as always. Uh-oh, what did I do? Why did I play that? Why did I play Bishop D7? I never play that. Now what am I gonna do? I'm playing the, I'm playing like the Kuprechik defense or something. You don't have plans for Thanksgiving except for the Chess Congress. That was my last, wait. No. I mean, I've played since the tragedy. That was my most tragic, worst tournament of all time when I got food poisoning at the 20 years ago. It would be the 20th anniversary of the food poisoning tournament. Where I like cursed Goichberg and I told him I would never play in another like continental chess tournament. But I did though. I did. I played in the Continental Open like 10 years ago. I played in that. I played in a Foxwood, so I didn't keep my promise to do that. Well, remember I was going to play before. I never had very good result. Once I had a good result in the National Chess Congress when I qualified for the U.S. Championship. But mostly wasn't my best. Wow, the World Track and Field are next month in Budapest? You know, next year... Oh, that's crazy. I got to, well, my place is not really in condition to rent it yet. I know what I'm going to do. You know, we're going to talk today, but it needs some renovation. And I don't know if I'm like selling, renting, what I'm going to do. I could always like rent it to chess players too, or turn it into an Airbnb. Man, he's got A5 now. I really shouldn't have allowed that. This was a mistake. Been here, done this before. This looks familiar. We actually got to watch out for knight a4, knight b6 as well. Next year, the chess Olympics. Next summer, the chess Olympics is in Budapest. That'll be interesting. See how that comes off. Live in a houseboat. That's a good idea. Actually, I'm close to the river now. We can go down the river for a walk. I haven't seen any houseboats, though. I saw it said it was like a boatel. You've heard of a boatel? You've heard of a motel. This was a boatel. It didn't look like it was really particularly attractive. Boatel motel. You've heard of a no-tel motel. This is a boatel motel. Should I take with the knight? All right. A4. What's the question? That looked like a really standard move to me. You're talking about h5. You're dyslexic, or you don't know. You don't know the coordinates. You mean h5 for black. Restricting white's kingside advance with g4. It's very trendy in the Sicilian these days. He's allowing bishop check, but is it a good move? You're answering a question about a4. Ah. Bishop h4 check is interesting, but my bishop can get like tangled up there. It's like a fishing net. Dolphin friendly. So what's up with knight f6? Simply retreating? I had some concern about this. Check. I mean, still, it's not like my bishop's getting trapped, but d6 would be loose. There's bishop h4 check, king e2 or king f1, queen c4 check, trading queens. Looks like white is better in all lines. I was concerned about this mainly. Honestly, my main concern is like knight f6, but maybe knight f6 e5, but maybe e5 is not so hot. See, white, first of all, white doesn't have light square bishop, and it may not seem that relevant, but it could be very relevant later in certain situations. I don't know why people offer draws in like blitz. Yeah, that's good, Sporgasm. A lot of people don't even think about the other player's perspective, so you're already like ahead of the game. Uh-oh, we got a call. What's that about? Oh man, perfect. A call now? Oh, forget it. Not a call I want to take. That's not happening. What is today, Monday? It's unlikely I want to answer that call. What about E5? Uh-oh. There's also H4, but White's better here. He's got nice space, 1792. Every 1792 I play is like 2100. What I don't understand is like, why are people rated 1792 if they play like they're 2100? If you were 2100 strength, why wouldn't you be 2100, you know? I've been playing on this site for like 6 years. I have a pretty good like feel for how the ratings are approximately. Everyone is like underrated. How can everyone be underrated? That's impossible. That's statistically impossible. Some people can be underrated, but if everyone's underrated, that wouldn't work by definition. Man, this guy is like positionally squeezing me. 1700. That's deep, Mr. Coffee. Yeah, man, it's like playing Michael Adams. Takes, check. You really want to give up your extra bishop? I mean, your light square bishop, even? I'm getting squashed by knight to d5. At least I can, like, mess up his pawn structure to some degree. Thinky, Inky, and Blinky. How do you feel about tripled pawns? Still doesn't matter. White's just better developed. White's just better here. Even with the ridiculous tripled pawns, he's definitely not worse. Now I might really be in trouble. See, now this is too fast. This looks like a crushing move. Honestly, like rook d6. I play too quickly. It seems like after knight d5, I'm probably okay. Again, there's like no freaking way my opponent is 1700. His uncle is like 2200. How bad is the damage here? What am I gonna do? Try not to get checkmated. He doesn't even have triple pawns anymore. But I do have a good pawn structure. It's like the other game, in some respect. Oh, no, this is a serious thing, man. Don't like that. He's trying to checkmate me with rook h4. It's very subtle. I'm running out of time. It's just like the last 1700. It's martini time for me. I get really tired after a while. Nothing sus here. He declined a draw basically by trading queens. He offered a draw earlier, and now he doesn't want to like trade queens and go into a draw and rook ending. That's kind of weird, right? It just seems kind of weird. If you wanted a draw after like 10 moves, why would you not like trade queens there? I don't know, man. This guy's trying really hard to win. Seize the one move threat. Seize the day. What a battle. Typical 1700. Oh no, he has a defense to that too. Well, I didn't see it. Jeez. Alright. Wow. That is a hell of a 1700. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. We are out of here. I have to run. So thanks, Mr. Coffee. Thanks, guys, for supporting the stream. We're going to be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night I'll be streaming on kick.com/slaggy. Kick.com/slaggy. He's just underrated. Or, you know, it's Uncle Igor. I don't know. IVYM. Thanks for joining us. What's next? Tomorrow night, Rapid Arena, streaming on Kick. See you guys later. Stay cool. Bye-bye.